The United States must reach an accord with Russia and China for a stable and peaceful world, a former U.S. foreign policy advisor and diplomat says. James Jotras made the remarks in an interview with PressTV on Monday while commenting on a report which says the United States plans to sharply reduce the number of American Special Operations Forces in Africa as part of a new Pentagon strategy that focuses on countering rising threats from Russia and China. U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis has ordered a review of America's elite commando missions in recent weeks which could see counterterrorism forces in Africa slashed by as much as half over the next 3 years, The New York Times reported on Monday. The review was issued amid an ongoing assessment of special operations forces worldwide after 4 American service members were killed during an ambush in Niger last year. The U.S. has currently more than 7,300 special operations troops deployed to 92 countries, with many conducting shadow wars against militants in Yemen, Libya, Somalia and elsewhere. On the one hand, I think there is something positive about any reduction. We have our presence in third world countries or around the greater Middle East, much of which, by the way, is conducted quiet illegally, Jotras said, but it's not a good thing if this is done simply to shift resources to be deployed against Russia and China. Unfortunately, this is in keeping with the new national security strategy that proclaimed great power rivalry of the sorts we saw perhaps in the 1914 to 1939 is now back on the agenda, he stated. Trump administration released the national security strategy in December, calling nuclear weapons the foundation of our strategy to preserve peace and stability by deterring aggression against the United States. Jotras said that, we can give some points for honesty and say, well, now at least the pretense that American foreign policy is based on fighting a war against terrorism is off table, but setting the stage for the new great power conflict between the United States and our allies and the Russians and Chinese and the others is not exactly a positive way to go. It is utterly imperative that we come to an accord with Russia and China and the new understanding of a stable and peaceful world, he concluded.